So, guys, as you know, Sowore was arrested again, and he has granted a world press interview concerning his arrest and detainment by the DSS just few hours ago. So, I'd like you to watch this exclusive interview with on Arise TV with Omoyele Sowore concerning his ordeal and his travels in the hands of this present government of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. So, sit back and watch this video to the end. You'll be shocked at the kind of expositions that he's going to make concerning Nigeria in this particular interview.
In the 2023 election, Omoyele has been released minutes. It was earlier reported that Sowore was arrested on Sunday morning in Ikeja Lake. In his ex-platform post, Sowore wrote, and I quote, from the USA at MMIA in Lagos. Upon reaching Nigeria, my passport was seized and they detained me. This is not unexpected because I've already another prolonged and protected. I urge all citizens to ensure they all stop by all means acceptable and necessary in the plan for October 1 and beyond. I'm now being joined here in the studio to tell us what happened on his arrival at the Lagos airport. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you for bringing me.
I arrested you this morning at the Murtala Mohammed Airport. You knew that if you came into the country, you would be arrested. I mean, it was foreseeable. And then you came in, you go on your foolhardiness, you know, they've given you passport. But why did you have to state?
It's a matter of right to not someone's citizenship, one's fundamental dignity. By running away the government of your own country because you can violate your right. I have not come known to law, even though it was my attention and that my name was put on a watch list. First by the CG of Immigration, a lady, and then got from the DSS that my name was placed at the airport on a watch list. But I had decided I was coming to Nigeria and it's coming up soon, and that nothing was going to stop me. So packed and got on the plane, arrived this morning to Lagos from after hours of flying. Only to Asian people, and they said I have been ordered arrested. Of course, I was expecting it, but it wasn't a matter of ego. It was a matter of right. I mean, Nigerian, and I don't think any Nigerian should be afraid of his history simply because some people are going haywire and
Okay, but you've been talking October. Take back our country. There's a plan to protest against the Tinubu government starting from October 1. Okay, you've talked about a court case. Is that why you are here? To start another, take it back?
I don't have any reason to explain why I come to Nigeria. I don't come to Nigeria on vacation. It's my home country. And as a result, I can come to reason. I can come to Nigeria even if I don't have any reason to visit. It's my country. This is where I was born, raised, and I've never abandoned the citizenship of Nigeria. So I don't owe anybody any explanation to why I can come to Nigeria or the reason I can. So I can come to in the protest, which is I'm coming for a court case, or I want to visit my mom, or I want to come here drink water from a lake. I don't owe the government any duty
Okay,
to be afraid to come home and name.
It's okay. But tell us about this fearless in October vote that is being planned.
Well, it's been part of the series of protests that by Nigerians, and we started on August 1st. It was then back of a continuation because of 15 demands that the government did not. Instead of that, the federal government minors and fight them with for carrying placards. So it's going to be a continuation of it. And the decision for it, the conversation and the constitutionalization at the end of the August vote, which was a revolt. So everybody's aware, the government was aware of this, and everybody should be preparing for it, because it's a matter of right that Nigerians have allowed this government to obliterate them with salvation, and
that under the administration, yes, where you carry placard, you are toying with treason. About 10 people for treason. They were remanded in Kuje prison. They've been granted bail to the tune of 10 naira. So what kind of spirit will bring you back? You want to commit treason. No, come after you, and they will put you in. They seem to have enough space to house people like you.
It is treason to arrest, detain, and falsely charge citizens of crimes that they have not committed. And it's not the first time I was accused of treason. In fact, I heard about the offense of treason in 1992 at the University of Lagos. The police arrested us at Western Avenue Police Station, asked us to start writing statements. It was the period that Olusegun at that time, I think Femi Falana, Baba Omoyele, and the rest of them were charged for treason. And the High Court did grant them bail. I was in 2019 by Buhari, so I'm not new to treason, these bogus offenses of treason, but that is not our focus. Our focus is that we have a country to liberate, and the offenses that are thrown our way should not discourage us. It's up to the people who constitute the offense of treason. And in this situation, it's committing treason. And I must say to you also that in 1994, Tinubu was accused of, if you remember, when he was accused of bombing by Abacha. That was why he left Nigeria on exile. But he's going to go on exile simply because the government is afraid of placards.
Well, you are candidate in 2023 on the platform of the African Action. President Tinubu has said, look, politics, all the things that Nigerians are experiencing, these things are inevitable. You should be ready to make sacrifices. Some of you are still acting as if none. So why?
We're not running in the first, but that's a conversation for another day. What we're saying is that the issue on ground, and everybody is talking. I saw some elders, including the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth, who went to Tinubu and said about a new constitution, which is one of our demands, by the way. We talked about minimum wastage in government. So you're asking people to tighten their belts, that they should just tarry a little. But you are there buying yourself a budget of $150 million. You are renovating your VP for $21 billion. And everybody in the National Assembly got $150,000. I mean, and I'm foolish not to understand that this is just a ruse, and that is why I coined the word today, that the government is no longer practicing democracy. but Oriza government of rice, Rus. Any problem in Nigeria, give them rice. Flood in my education problem, send them rice. People rice. You know rice is the Oriza sativa. So that is where we are. And the government has become a joke. And that brings us back to our treason. You're a lawyer. I don't need to remind you of that. And I'm sure that if you were sitting in court representing an act of, and this abuse of treason for carrying placards, you must look at whether he went to law school.
Well, I know that lawyers are part of the problem. Yeah. But, okay, they've given you back your passport. Yes. They've released you. Did they ask you to report? Because giving your passport does not mean anything. You can be asked to reporting every day until the matter is decided. What did they say to you?
They just came to me and said, we were and they've seized my passport. And they said, we're looking if you have a waiver for the watch list. I said, what's the waiver for watch list? And another 10 minutes later, they came and said, we resolved the issue. You can have your passport back now. And actually nicely escorted me to get my bags. But by the time I got to the bag section, one of my bags was there. So we're still looking for the bag as we speak. I'm not your bag I brought had set.
But the ones you got, did they open them?
No, because I didn't lock them. But I'm just hoping that they're not trying to play funny with the bags. But I reported that to every bag that comes through the U.S. airline, the tracking on it. And the tracking showed that it went on the carousel where I should pick it up, but I can't find the bag as we speak. But I'm just hoping that nobody will go and plant anything for me. Yeah.
They're giving you a passport and, you have no from the studio. They will rearrest you.
Even if they do, I'm not a stranger to them. And
Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Omoyele Sowore, candidate of the African Action and a Human Rights Activist. Activist and presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, in the election. Omoyele Sowore, minutes after his arrest, a report Sunday morning at Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Ikeja, Lagos. In his ex-platform post, Sowore just arrived in Nigeria at MMIA in Lagos. Passport was seized, and they told me they had ordered. This is not unexpected because I've always known that a broader clampdown. In case this becomes all citizens, to ensure they all stop by all means acceptable and necessary direct actions slated for October 1, end of quote. I'm now being joined here by the man himself to tell us what happened this morning on his arrival airport. Good to have you on this day live. Omoyele, for bringing him in. Okay, they arrested you this morning at the Murtala Mohammed Airport. You knew that if you came into the country, you will be arrested. And then you came in. Is that ego on your part? Is that foolhardiness? Well, they've given you both. But why did you have to dare in Nigeria?
Matter of right to not one's citizenship rights on fundamental by running away from government of Europe. They feel like they can run to law, even though it was brought to mind that my name was put on a watch list. CG of Immigration, the lady, and then later they says that my watch list. But I had decided I was coming to Nigeria anyway because I had a case. Nothing was. So I took my bags, or packed my bags and got on the plane and arrived this morning to Lagos from the US after 14 hours of flying, only to get to the meet. They seized my passport first and said we have been ordered arrested. Of course, I was expecting it. It was a matter of rights. It was a matter of existence. I mean, any Nigerian should be afraid or be scared from their home country simply because in office or in power.
Okay, but you've been talking about fearless in October. Take back our country. That there's a plan to test against the Tinubu starting from October. We've talked about a cortege. Is that why you are start another? Take it back.
I don't have any to explain why I come to for carrying placards. You must look at the prosecutor and wonder whether he went to law school.
Well, I know that lawyers are part of the problem. Yeah. But okay, they've given you back your passport. They've released you. Did they ask you to report again tomorrow morning? Because giving your passport does not mean anything. You can be asked to start reporting every day until the matter is decided. What did they say to you?
They just came to me and said, we were looking for, because I tweeted while I was waiting, sitting in their office, that I'm now in detention and they've seized my passport. And they said, we're looking if you have a waiver for the watch list. I said, what's the waiver for watch list? And another 10 minutes later, they came and said, we resolved the issue. You can have your passport back now. And so they nicely escorted me to get my bags. But by the time I got to the bag section, one of my bags had gone. So we're still looking for the bag as we speak.
One of your bags disappeared?
One of the biggest bag I brought had disappeared.
But the ones you got, did they open them?
I don't know because I didn't lock them. But I'm just hoping that they're not trying to play funny with the bags. But I reported that to the airline. Because every bag that comes through the U.S. airline, United Airlines, you have a tracking on it. And the tracking showed that it went on the carousel to where I should pick it up, but I can't find the bag as we speak. It's funny inside my bag.
Okay. But for now, you are free.
Yeah.
They're giving you your passport, and, you have no fear that when you step out of the studio, they will rearrest you.
Even if they do, I'm not a stranger to them, and we'll resolve that when we get there.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Omoyele Sowore, presidential candidate of the African Action Congress and a human rights activist. Rights activist and presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, in the 2023 election, Sowore has released his arrest. Reported on Sunday morning at Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Ikeja, Lagos State. Ex-platform post, Sowore wrote, and I quote, "I just arrived in Nigeria from the USA, MIA in Lagos. Upon reaching Nigerian immigration, my passport was seized, and they told others to detain me. This is not unexpected because I've always known that it is part of the broad. In case this becomes another prolonged and protracted, I